This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
As a mom, you know your home is where your family learns to love. It's the place for your little kids to learn who they are, and it's where your bigger kids remember who they were. It's where dreams come to life. Your home deserves a spotlight, and Everlights can help make it happen. Everlights is your permanent external lighting expert. Turn your home into a princess castle, a Halloween spook house, or a winter wonderland. You'll be the hero of your home. Let's give your home some color with Everlights. Click the banner for a free quote.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
This is Beaverville. Come on in.
It's Bob here. I got a question.
You'll be salivating when you see it.
I woke up yesterday morning with a spring in my step.
Start later, please.
I could never know what the day was.
Fast forward at.
The Beezer.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic. Super duper, gang. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang. Yes. Boy, that is good news.
It is the 31st and final day of March 2025. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Power Trip Morning Show. What a weekend, huh? Which kind of weather you want? We got it. Big show today. No idea who's on it. I should check the schedule. I know I should. Something tells me Muss is gone. And maybe Ben's and Turds and Tacos too? I don't know. You know, it's fun because it's like opening up that cereal box and finding out what toy you got. They still do that? Anyway, hey, here's some comedy on a Monday. Man, we got lots for you, though. Don't you worry. We got you covered. Nate Bargatze going to get you giggling, then we're going to get right into the show. It's the Power Trip Morning Show on the final day of March. Come on in, everybody. I'm glad you're here.
I'm cold now, too, that I'm old. 45, I just get cold. I always have to bring a jacket. It could be 135 degrees outside, and I will walk around with a jacket. And I see these young people, and I just think, where are your jackets? My body's falling apart. My shoulder hurts because I stand on stage like this. My body can't handle this. And I went to the doctor to try to fix it, and they talked to me like I was an old car. He just goes, I wouldn't put any more money into it, to be honest. I pulled a muscle recently. I guess it was in my soul. I mean, it was dead middle of my body. I thought it was the front, and then I was like, well, that back hurts too. You know, so... Well, what's in the middle? What muscle is in the middle?
Hi, I'm Robert Osborne.
The finish line is waiting. Fate is on your side. You hear the distant thunder.
I don't care.
Lightning in your stride.
Power Trip Morning Show, March 31st, 2025. I'm Cory Cove. That's Chris Hockey. That's Meat Sauce. There's Zachary Halverson. It's going to be kind of a light week when it comes to guests. I think like you just mentioned. I think, Ben's out today and Thursday. I think Tommy's out Thursday. Is Muss here today? Or what? He's back from
Muss is here today,
from his ass appointment, right? With the butt doctor, as Marnie would say?
Yeah. Yeah, Muss is here.
Yeah. Okay, so it's maybe just Ben and Tommy.
Yeah, I think that's it, yeah. Because Boney's back.
Boney's back. Marnie's here.
Guess who's back?
I think Parrish is back.
Yeah, here's at the Wolves game. How about that?
Yeah.
Oh, has he lost his mind?
He got lost, period.
Yeah.
He knew there was going to be a fight.
Right. Have you seen that picture?
Yeah.
Where he's just standing there watching it? Yeah, that's pretty good.
Well, he's bored with it. I mean, for hockey, that was the lamest fight of all time.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of tall men pushing each other around. Where's the punches?
Right. You got kicked out anyway. You might as well throw a punch.
Yeah, throw a punch or two. Why not?
Right.
Just tackling people onto the cameramen.
Yeah. People are getting trampled.
Hit somebody.
Yeah.
I wonder if those guys. I saw the replay on SportsCenter, and I saw those two camera guys that basically have the whole pile fall on top of them. Are they thinking like, this is so cool, my shot's going to be the shot, right? Because I'm going to have, NBA players falling on me, or is it like, this sucks, I hate this job, why do these idiots fall on me?
I think it's probably the latter because it's basketball.
Yeah, they're probably bored with it. They're just as bored as Parrish is.
Yeah, the last thing the guy said before he got rolled onto was, is that Mark Parrish?
Yeah. Why is he here?
Yeah.
They get hazard pay?
He lose a bet?
Yeah. Am I having a fever dream?
You get a $50 bonus or something if you have a player fall on you during a game.
Well, wasn't there that one camera guy years ago that was like, that got...
Yeah, Rodman kicked him in the balls.
Right, yeah. God, when was
Sued
that?
him.
Yeah.
Rodman kicked him right in the nuts.
Right, did they bring the stretcher out there for him? And
well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a huge man with a huge foot booting you in the nuts.
Yeah.
I'd want a stretcher as well.
Right.
Plus, you got to start seeing dollar signs, right? You got to make it look like it hurts.
Oh,
and it's going to hurt.
Correct.
It's going to hurt, but you got to make it look even worse. Bring the stretcher out.
You got to get paid, man.
Yeah, his nuts look like oysters.
Yeah.
They do. Yeah, they do.
Gross.
They're pearls now.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, how much did that guy sue for? Are you Googling it currently, or what are you doing?
I will Google it right now.
What were you typing then? I thought you were Googling it.
No, I wasn't typing
What's
anything.
an oyster look like?
Yeah.
It's, kind of clam-shaped.
Yeah, clam shaped. What's a clam look like? Come over here.
It's,
Everybody be cool.
Oh, God. He had to have surgery?
Oh, no.
$200,000.
Did he get him up inside there?
That's what he sued for?
The
Or that's what he
attorneys
got?
for Rodman negotiated a $200,000 settlement agreement. That was 97.
Again, this is, I was 17 years old. If you tell me at 17 years old, Dennis Rodman will kick you in the nuts, it's going to hurt a ton.
Yeah.
But you're going to get paid. I'd probably say, please don't do that. I don't want to get kicked in the nuts by Dennis Rodman as hard as he can. At 44, almost 45 years old, if you say Dennis Rodman's going to kick you in the nuts, you're going to get $200,000 and your medical bills, if any, are paid for, I'd say fire away.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, kick me right in the seeds.
Kick whatever. Kick whatever you need.
Slam those seeds.
What do
man.
I care?
Yeah, what do you care?
$200K?
Right. Yeah. Right.
Have a field day.
Right, correct. Kick me twice if you want.
Sure. I mean, double the price, but sure, kick me twice.
Yeah, maybe Rodman looked over and went, put me down for $2, and then just kicked you right in the seeds.
Yeah. What do I care?
No, you don't.
You guys know how I've used the word diddling in a sexual way multiple times on this show. Probably once or twice, 3 times maybe. You familiar?
Yes. Diddling's your term, yeah.
Well, during the great show, Always Sunny in Philadelphia, at one point, Frank Reynolds, a.k.a. Danny DeVito, was talking about diddling as if it were a sport. And I was like, well, that makes sense. But he was talking about singing. He was calling it diddling was singing. Well, out of nowhere, I don't know why I found this, but I like YouTube shorts.
Yeah.
This is audio from the 1974 World Diddling Championships. And it looks like it ain't real. Oh, but it is real.
And now the crowd rising to what I suppose is a living legend in diddling, Mr. Davy Glenn.
playing with his Johnson when he's doing this.
And as you can gather, probably backstage, a certain amount of tension growing up now. Who is going to be the world champion? Will Davy Glenn make his comeback? Is there to be a new champion?
The decision on the diddling champion.
In a few minutes now, we'll know. The hall, as you can see, packed solid with people wanting to know who's going to be the 1974 World Diddling Champion.
The winner is Davy Glenn with 62 out of 70.
And Davy Glenn makes a comeback. And so the crowd greets the 1974 World Diddling Champion, Davy Glenn.
The soundbite of him actually diddling / singing sounds like essentially every Disney character from the 50s or 60s,
yeah,
right?
You are correct.
Like Mad Hatter.
Yeah.
That sounds like Alice in Wonderland kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, like the caterpillar would sing like that or something.
Yeah. So there you go.
Diddling.
Yeah. Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean, I've been working on it my whole life, but I don't think I'm ever going to be a world champion like Davy Glenn.
Yeah.
Don't sell yourself short, man.
Thank you. I needed somebody to say that because
you are a good diddler.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't tell if it is still a thing. It's a type of Scottish singing. Everything I see is about Davy Glenn in the 1974 World Diddling Championships.
Well, if you know anything about diddling, you know that 1974.
Good year.
It was the year.
Yeah.
Big year for diddling.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah.
Speaking of diddling.
Yeah.
So I was playing cards this weekend, and I was playing cash, and I cash out. Sauce, in this scenario, you're going to be me, because all you have to say is, oh, hey. Okay?
All right.
I'm cashing out. It's late, and I'm like, all right, I should go home. And I walk up to the cashier, and I'll be the cashier, you be me, okay? And all you have to say is, oh, hey.
Okay.
Okay? Ready? You walk up. Oh, hey, Cory.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Paul Allen also tickles me. That was the entire conversation.
No kidding. Wow.
Yeah, it was a guy that works at the cage that I wasn't familiar with, but I look up and I thought maybe I knew him, right? Because he said my name. That was just his way of saying, hey, I listened to the show. And it wasn't, hey, I listened to the show, love the power trip. No. He went straight to, PA also tickles me. And I felt like I'm like, oh, man, do you need me to talk to HR? Like, what do you need me to do?
Right.
And I said, have you asked him for a deal? I'm like, I cut a deal 14 years ago and he hasn't tickled me since. And he's like, no. I'm like, you probably should do that.
Yeah.
And he was serious that PA is tickled. He said, sometimes he gets me really good. And I go, what does that mean? He goes, if I'm not paying attention, he gets me really good.
If you are just tuning in, if this is the first time you've ever turned on the radio, PA is like a 56-year-old man who tickles other adult men.
And here's the thing. I don't know this guy at all. But this is a guy that works at the cage.
Yeah.
This isn't one of his best friends, right? I don't think this is like Gorg or Midday. This is a guy that works at the park, and all of a sudden it's like, now he's tickling everybody in the card room?
Yeah.
Everybody?
Do you know his name? Is it Michael Ratsky?
No, it's not like, I don't remember what his name was, but
They
it
call
wasn't.
him the Rat?
You mean the Mouse Mickelson?
You mean Mouse?
No, different guy.
They
call him the Rat in the Cage.
Well, he's got a lot of rage, I bet, in that cage, because he gets tickled.
That was a cry for help. He wanted you to take him home.
I mean, it was literally a cry for help. It wasn't even like veiled and...
I just wonder if we had walked around to every table and every dealer and just been like, has he tickled you? And just tallied him up, yes or no.
PA was the 1974 World Tickling Champion. I believe.
Diddling champion.
Yeah, that was right.
No,
No, tickling.
75.
No, 75.
75, yeah.
That was the next video. Correct. God, he loves it.
He does.
He loves tickling.
He loves
What a
tickling
weirdo.
and sex toys.
Ooh.
In that order.
Yes, that's right.
PA tickles me too.
Yeah, the guy was super nice. And he had said it with a smile on his face, but I'm like, do you need me to call the authorities?
Yeah, right.
Or is this just playful tickling?
Did you tell
adult
him?
men?
Did you tell him when your meeting was?
Did he say that he pays Paul Allen?
Yeah.
No, he didn't seem thrilled about it. He definitely seemed like he wanted it to end.
That it's not true that PA does it for profit then.
That's a good point.
Well, but again, he was a grown man. He tickles babies for profit.
Yeah, you're right.
This was a grown man.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Maybe a cry for help. We'll never know.
100% a cry for help. Yeah, that guy needed you, and you walked away.
I did. It was late. I had to go home.
Yeah.
Good luck with getting tickled.
Thought about that the whole way home, didn't you?
Yeah.
No. I had let it go by the time I got to the parking lot.
Did you tickle yourself on the way home?
Why would I do that?
Because
I don't like getting tickled. That's why I cut him a deal.
Because you like getting your Johnson knocked around?
Tickle
What does
the
that do with
scrote?
tickling?
Mm-hmm.
You got to tickle your scrote.
Tickle anywhere. Right. Thanks, Hawk.
Tickle that scrote.
Yeah.
God, I hope we come up with a better title for the podcast in the next hour.
Tickle that scrote. Probably not.
I'll write it down.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Tickle
Probably
that
not.
scrote is a good one.
Yeah.
Tickle that scrote.
I already lost 100 to Chris. We'll come back.
Thank
We'll talk
you.
a little bit about that.
Look at
Maybe take the gambling out of it, because I can still win some money, even though you have guaranteed a win. I can still sneak out of this thing with a win, even though we have 4 number 1 seeds. If you count the side bet I have with Tommy in Florida, I'm sweating Florida, even though I have no idea how they're still in this tournament. It's unbelievable.
You know the best thing to do.
I don't
when
know
you're
how
sweating?
they are either.
Best thing to do when you're sweating Florida? Tickle that scrote.
Oh,
Saturday was unbelievable.
this might be the most boring NCAA tournament of all time, and I can
Is that
back
right?
that up with even stats. But man, this has been
it's boring.
so freaking boring. Outside of about what?
4 or 5 games,
At
maybe.
the most.
Maybe.
So crazy
Maybe
that I
like
haven't
2 or
watched
3. You've missed nothing.
You've missed nothing.
We'll talk more about that later. This is the Power Trip Morning Show.
As a mom, you know your home is where your family learns to love. It's the place for your little kids to learn who they are. And it's where your bigger kids remember who they were. It's where dreams come to life. Your home deserves a spotlight, and Everlights can help make it happen. Everlights is your permanent external lighting expert. Turn your home into a princess castle, a Halloween spook house, or a winter wonderland. You'll be the hero of your home. Let's give your home some color with Everlights. Click the banner for a free quote.
The Power Hour goes live in a little over 2 hours from now, 8 a.m. KFAN.com/watch. Sell thanks to Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed.
Everybody be cool. Yeah, everybody be cool. Welcome back. Here we are, final day of the month of March. It's almost April, guys.
Hell yeah, man.
I haven't looked ahead. Is this snow supposed to be gone soon? Is this it? Supposed to warm up? What do we got this week?
I don't know.
It's going to be like 30s and 40s all week.
All right, but no more snow?
Please.
Tomorrow, potentially, yeah.
Yeah, decent snow. I think 4 to 5 inches. The Apple bit says.
What? Come on.
Is that right?
Yeah, a couple of hockeys and a couple of sauces.
That's in the Twin Cities too?
Yeah, it says right
come on.
right here where I work.
I don't
It's this exact area.
You work here?
And then we got lucky because on the weekend, with all that rain, it didn't get cold enough for that. Would have been a boatload of snow. But snow's great, right, Hogs?
I was up at the Hinckley.
Oh, yeah?
And it's snowing like hail up there.
Yeah.
It was first, actually, I should say it iced like hail. There's 2 inches of ice on the window.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Did you stay?
Please.
Yeah, I did. Of course.
Okay, good. Did you
Win?
tickle the slots?
I tickled them a little bit.
Yeah, anything? Anything come out?
They didn't diddle me back.
Oh, it's all right. Oh,
Yeah.
well.
Zach, it looked like you were going to say something. Was it weather related?
Yeah, is there like rules on scraping ice off your windshield and windows at 4 o'clock in the morning when it's very, very loud and probably waking the whole neighborhood up? Is there some etiquette there?
No.
How loud is scraping windows?
Yeah, what are they doing it with? A shovel?
You're not snow blowing.
It's you.
You're allowed to scrape your window at 4
somebody yell at
o'clock
you?
in the
Well, I'm just saying,
morning.
it's just super loud and it's like
I don't think it's as loud as you think.
No.
It was pretty loud.
What?
What were you grunting and
Yeah.
stuff?
Yeah.
No, but
You
it's
don't
just
have
like
a-
being
You
tickled.
don't have a gas snowblower.
Yeah.
If people's windows are shut, and my guess is they are, I doubt they can hear you.
I mean, it was
scraping
echoing
the
off
ice.
the garage doors
In
across
the dead
street.
of winter. Yeah. Yeah. It's
Thank
loud.
you.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know when the last time you guys have scraped windows at 4 o'clock in the morning, but it's loud. And I felt bad. I'm looking around and there was a window open not a window
To the
open,
window.
a light on in a bedroom, and I'm like, I hope I didn't wake
Maybe
that
they were
person
pounding.
up. But I'm like, I gotta go. Like, I gotta use my
exactly.
car.
What's the alternative? That you drive with completely ice-covered windows and windshield, and you can't see where you're going? Would that person like you to die in a fiery car wreck? At least the fire would melt your ice.
Well, I ended up
see.
I got enough to where I could see out the front, and I drove to a gas station nearby, and then I finished it off because I felt bad.
Yes! Oh, yeah.
Please stop.
That's the most passive-aggressive Minnesotan thing I've ever heard. I didn't want to wake up my neighbors, so I drove basically looking through a periscope of a submarine till I got to a gas station, and then I scraped as loud as I wanted.
Well, yeah, there was no other houses in the area of the gas station. So.
I say scrape away.
Yeah, I do too, because once you start, it makes all that noise, which it does. You are right. You just might as well finish.
Yeah, there's so much ice, man.
Well, listen, man. I know that it is illegal to drive with not being able to see out the window.
Yeah.
So I think you got to scrape.
Yeah,
scrape away.
Yeah,
scrape.
It's going to get greasier this week too.
Yeah, get greasy.
Yeah, get greasy. My God, you're greasy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sauce, better Iceman, Top Gun or Mega Man?
Ooh, Mega Man's was great. The beauty of 80s and 90s video games is anytime there was an ice level, every character always slipped the same way, right? It's like they all used the same graphic thing, right? But I would go Iceman from Mega Man. He was tough.
I'm going to go with the Top Gun one.
Wonder why.
Yeah. Well, what about the Marvel
the Mega
one?
Man one or whatever, I bet he can't play volleyball.
What about the Marvel one?
Charlie can't surf.
Scotty doesn't know.
You think Charles Manson was a good surfer?
Charlie doesn't surf.
At all?
Nope.
What? How can you be friends with the Beach Boys and not surf? Doesn't that seem like a prerequisite? Way before the, conspiring to murder, way before the songwriting and the jam banding.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be like, hey, what's Chuck up to? Oh, he's surfing. Cool. You should hang out with him.
Yeah.
Seems nice.
He seems cool. All those ladies like
him.
him.
He's short and he seems a little nuts, but that would be fun.
Yeah.
Let's hang out with that dude.
Yeah, let's get after
surfing.
It. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Charlie don't surf.
Yeah.
I wish I could surf, but again, there's sharks in the water. I ain't doing that.
Yeah.
Surfing looks like a lot of fun.
A lot. Have you ever tried?
No.
Yeah.
I have one time.
Yeah, I don't think I could.
I was way too self-conscious about how I looked in that damn rubber suit.
Yeah, I bet you looked handsome.
I did not.
You mean in terms of your own image of yourself, or like how appetizing you might have looked to a great white shark?
I'd say little A, little B.
Was this the time that you both fell and you grabbed Cory's wiener to save your life?
There was no surfing in Mexico. This must have been when you were in the, was that Rise? What was the California era? That was Rise, right?
Rise, right?
That's right, yeah.
Were those in your Rise days, your surfing age?
No, I went out for a Tuberous Sclerosis Alliance event out in California. And, had my son Alex with me at the time. He was still in high school, and we went surfing.
Oh, yeah. I remember you told that story, yeah.
He could actually stand up. I could not stand up. I was hefty back then. And,
was that when we were eating burritos?
Sure. I don't know why we're so heavy.
Yeah, right. Do you have any more sour cream?
Yeah. Sour cream.
Yeah, sour cream.
I do have some sour cream.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
But so hockey doesn't surf, and neither does Charlie.
No, I want to try one of those giant indoor man-made surf wave things.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah,
that looks fun.
I'd find a way to drown.
That just kind of looks like wakeboarding on a ramp.
Yeah, which you would probably be good at.
Never done that either.
Used to be able to do flips on a wakeboard.
Sure,
you know
could.
How cool that is.
It should have got me chicks. It did not.
Yes.
Yeah. Doing 360s and backflips on a wakeboard should have got me chicks. It got me 0 chicks.
The wakeboard kids I grew up with all got ladies.
Yes.
Because they were in shape.
And you went
good.
to Minnetonka.
Yes.
Right. Wakeboarding in Chisago got me nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, Tommy's crush was really good at wakeboarding. He got all the chicks.
Shocking.
Right.
I will never forget my dad going, when he came down to the dock one day and watched me wakeboard. Because we would wakeboard essentially on that straight right in front of the house.
Whoa.
And he goes, so let me get this straight. And at this point, I'd been playing guitar for 2 years, too. He's like, you play guitar and wakeboard, right? And I go, yeah. He's like, having a hard time getting gals, or what's the deal? I go, yeah, it's not working.
Yeah, go away.
It's not working.
Yeah.
It must be me.
Maybe
because I'm doing cool things.
Yeah, you should be. You should have been drowning.
Should have been drowning. Well, I should have been drowning because I wasn't wearing a life jacket almost ever because I got pretty cocky about how I'm not going to fall. Why would I need a life jacket? So stupid. Kids are dumb.
Yeah.
God,
That's
kids
when
are
you
dumb.
do fall, Always wear one,
So stupid.
Yeah. Wash your butt crack.
Yeah, maybe I should have washed my butt crack. I was in the
Wash your
lake the
AC.
whole time, so it was technically water.
Yeah, well, it smelled fishy, brother.
Logged.
Yeah, your butt smelled fishy.
It did smell fishy.
Maybe that was it.
Yeah, maybe.
I like Cory's cute now. He plays guitar and he wakeboards, but he smells fishy.
Yeah, and he's got those fishy lips.
Those fishy
Chicks
lips
hate
too,
him.
Yeah. They didn't.
I can't
And
guess.
I would bring gals out on the boat, and they'd be like, "That's really cool." I'd be like, "Cool, you want to hang out?" No, thanks.
No, they
Really?
We're going to
Didn't really
Chad's
work.
house.
Oh, man. All the girls that I knew in high
All the
school
what?
that went out on boats, man.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it was friend zone.
It
It was
was-
all friend zone. I got friend zone.
You got friend zone
all the time.
Yeah, Scene Bear had a boat in high school. Scene Bear Crush.
I'm sure he did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe I
Captain
just
of the
lived in the
football team
wrong.
didn't hurt either.
Yeah, well, again, I was not that. Son of a bitch.
What did you do when you brought them out on the boat?
Did backflips and whatnot. I wowed them,
how
and then
did
they were
that
like,
not work?
They were like, "Cool, can we stop skiing so we can go back and go meet boyfriends?"
Did you?
Oh, you mean
expect
other
them to-
guys?
Did you expect them to just drop trowel?
100%.
Yeah, well, that ain't
Let's
how
go.
it
Let's
works.
drop trowel.
At least be
Did you
interested.
ask?
That ain't how it
Did you
works.
ask?
Did I ask if they wanted to drop trowel?
Well, you have to.
I mean, if it doesn't work just naturally, I guess you gotta.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, that should have been one of those
He's not
questions
wrong.
like, "Hey,
why
you guys,
is a gay man telling you how to meet women?
you guys want to stay out here and keep wakeboarding? You guys wanted to stay here and drop trowel, or what are you thinking?"
Yeah.
No,
Well,
let's
you
go
gotta
back
be
in.
classier than that, you
Right.
whore. You gotta say things like, "Hey,
Look over here.
you itching for some diddling?"
Look who's driving the boat.
Yeah.
And then pull out your monster hammer.
That's what you gotta do.
Look who's driving
Yeah.
the boat.
Yeah, that's what come on. Oh, you're making fun. See, you don't know what you're doing.
Get back in the boat with
That's
that
a hell of a
schlong hanging
move.
out and be like, man, my suit must have fallen off.
Oh,
You're like,
no.
You guys want to drop trowel?
When they say, "How do you do the backflip?" You say, "You just use the weight of your massive dong. You flip it over your head, and then suddenly they're dropping trowel."
Where were you guys in
Yeah.
1998?
Where was I in 98?
Damn it.
I had a 4-year-old.
yeah, you get back in the boat, your
Man.
suit's falling off, and you say, hey, inspect the merchandise.
Hey, is that a helicopter?
Right.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Oh,
Wanna
my
see-
God. Look at what's steering the boat.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Let
think
your
that would've
dong
worked.
drive.
Let your dong drive like a bird on a wing.
Great song.
See, you got to listen to BTO.
Yeah, right. Taking care of business.
Taking care of business.
Yeah, you should have been taking care of business.
That's truly what I miss most about my youth, though. It's not the lack of responsibility or not. I don't have to pay bills or work a 9 to 5. Not that this is a 9 to 5. I just miss being on the lake for 7 hours a day.
Well, what's keeping you from doing it?
Yeah, but now there's no way with my back. There's no way I could wakeboard for more than 30 minutes without going, I gotta go rest. I can't spend 7 hours on a boat wakeboarding all day,
But you know
especially
what?
with no care and no responsibility.
See, here, but do this for yourself.
That was the best.
Okay? When somebody asks you why you don't wakeboard, say my back hurts because of the weight from my giant
Seahawks
schlong.
correct. Always
Hey,
mention
can
your
I?
schlong.
And then do you finish?
Always.
Do you finish
Well, no,
that sentence
not
though?
there.
Do you finish that sentence with? And now, do you want to drop trowel?
That's how you do it. Now you're getting it. He's getting it, guys.
Yeah,
He's
see?
figuring it out.
You say, hey, can you make the boat go a little faster when I'm in the water? It's tough when I'm dragging this, roll of cookie dough in my pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't
Hey, anybody else seen my summer sausage? Oh, wait, it's right here.
It's like a voluptuous brown sofa.
Yeah, just flash people your wiener.
Just ask them to tickle that scrote.
Yeah.
We tickle that.
God dang it! 2
scrote.
segments in, it's still the front runner for title of the podcast.
It has to be number one. Or drop
I
trowel.
mean, we've heard the guy who shows up on Thursday stories, and he got ladies.
Yeah, and he didn't even want them.
Right. He thought they were yucky.
He kept asking, can I call you Bob?
Yeah. Can you put this man wig on?
Yes.
Please stop.
The other thing about high school, this is, man, I'm trying not to get sentimental or weird, but do you remember how long a weekend day in high school felt?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you remember you could play Madden for 8 hours and still have 36 hours left to have fun the rest of the day?
Correct, yeah.
Now, if you play video games for an hour and a half, you're like, well, there goes my entire day.
Right, now what?
Now I've wasted it.
Oh, wait. Louis, sorry. Oh, yeah, you need your diaper changed.
We would freaking get up, play Madden for 6 hours, and it would be about 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah,
Should we start wakeboarding?
Right.
You had the whole day left to do whatever you wanted.
You'd be playing Madden, and it would be 80 and sunny.
100%.
Yeah.
Parents go, get outside. It's like, nah, it's too wavy.
No.
We're going to wait for the waves to die down. We'll play Madden for another 6 hours. We still got 15 hours to wakeboard.
Yeah, correct.
This day's endless.
Yeah, it never stops.
It never ended.
Yeah,
Weekend high school days
You know
were...
why your days were so long? Do you want to know why?
Sure.
Yes.
Because you weren't dropping trowel.
Yeah, you weren't
gotta
showing
be out
that.
dropping
You know what
trowel.
I just thought of too is all those guys completely trusted you with their gals out on the boat.
Yeah.
There was never even a second thought.
Every one of them.
Oh, Corey, the friend zone guy? Oh, cool.
The friend
Cute
zone guy.
flips. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
Good luck playing When I Come Around in front of them, too.
Right.
That's going to work.
Right. Brilliant. Yeah, we'll go out on the lake. Let me call Cory. He'll gladly take us wakeboarding.
Oh, yeah, play Glycerin for him. See if you can wow him, John Mayer, who doesn't exist yet.
Oh, you're drunk here. Corey will drive you home.
Right. Yeah. Cory will hold your hair while you throw up.
So stupid.
Yeah.
So stupid.
Cory will drive you to Chad so Chad can take it to you.
You're drunk at a party and you can't find your pants?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll call Cory.
Yeah.
He's playing Madden by himself. He's got plenty.
Cory, just put the guitar down and go pick up my naked girlfriend.
Dude, I was Uber before I was Uber. How did I not see this? I could have made billions by going, why am I just driving people around in my car? Why don't they call a taxi?
The Bonnie Blue of 98 would have said pass.
Front Page Sports is next. Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
As a mom, you know your home is where your family learns to love. It's the place for your little kids to learn who they are. And it's where your bigger kids remember who they were. It's where dreams come to life. Your home deserves a spotlight. And Everlights can help make it happen. Everlights is your permanent external lighting expert. Turn your home into a princess castle, a Halloween spook house, or a winter wonderland. You'll be the hero of your home. Let's give your home some color with Everlights. Click the banner for a free quote.
Welcome back to the 1974 Diddling World Championships. Power Trip Morning Show. You guys have a good weekend?
Yeah, sure. It's okay. You?
Right.
Yeah. Hope everybody has a good morning.
Yeah, mine was great. I watched that Adolescent on Friday.
Don't know how to say it, but yeah.
Dude.
I finished it last night.
The last scene is the worst thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. Pretty much perfect, though, isn't it?
Yeah. It's so tough to watch. And you knew what was going to happen, too.
Yeah. Did any of you sons of bitches watch the studio yet?
No, I'm going to watch that today.
I watched the first 40% of it, and then I fell asleep, but that's not on the show. That was on me. I shouldn't have even started it. I was too tired.
Yeah.
So I got I got right past the Scorsese Kool-Aid part.
Oh, my God. Oh, that's so good.
So I got to revisit it because I shouldn't have even started it. That was on me.
He's so good on Howard.
Who, Seth, you mean?
Yeah, he's so good on Howard.
That interview was great.
Seth Rogen is
A+.
Extremely intelligent for a guy who almost always plays like a dumb stoner. And he's obviously a big-time stoner in real life.
Stoner, yeah.
Yeah, he loves drugs.
But a lot of his characters are kind of just a dumb bro.
Yeah.
But, man, he's very smart.
The second episode is all one shot. And it's hard to watch, don't get me wrong. It's very uncomfortable, the way Michael Scott used to make it hard to watch The Office from time to time. Mm-hmm. But it's all one shot, and it's pretty damned amazing.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch it.
I've watched it twice now, because it's pretty gosh darn amazing. All right,
What's with everybody doing one-shots all of a sudden?
You know what? He addresses that on the Stern interview.
Oh, really?
He said anybody now making a TikTok video or an Instagram video can do cuts. And multiple camera things. And he's like, now the difference is to not do that at all.
To make it an art.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And it is interesting. And it is.
Well, because again, back to adolescence for a second. I liked it, didn't love it. But what I loved was the cinematography and the acting. Right? Like I told you on and off air. I thought the mystery itself was going to be more dynamic. And maybe that's the point, is that it was, you watch the family fall apart, the community fall apart, the school fall apart. I get it. It doesn't have to be like a mind-blowing murder. It just has to be a murder. But man, that cinematography is like, I couldn't take my eyes off it.
Yeah, I know.
It almost like overwhelms the story because you're like, man, how are they doing this? I kept getting out of the story focusing on how did they get that camera around that corner without this, and how did they get down the stairs without that? How did they do this?
Yeah, I had the same problem.
The choreography's tough. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But it is distracting because it's so good.
I read the behind the scenes of Adolescence and how they apparently did it each episode like 10 times, two in a day for like a week.
Oh, wow.
And
You'd have to.
There were some that they had they got on the second take. There was one that they got on the last take.
What did they do if they got 30 minutes in and somebody completely botched a line or went to the wrong spot? They just improv and kept going?
Where they had the lights. The lights turned off by whatever by accident, and it was done. It was over.
So major mistakes, you got to call it off. If it's a minor mistake, were they supposed to improv and continue?
There was a minor mistake in when he yawned because he was just naturally just tired from. I think it was the
kid or the dad?
The kid.
Mm-hmm.
It was episode 3 of the
interrogation. The bit, yeah.
And she responded. They improvised. In fact, they improvised a lot of that. Even throughout the takes, they did some improv, and so she's the "Am I boring you?" line was an improv.
Oh wow!
You got to roll with it.
And apparently he smiled, and I think I don't know what they did exactly, but. He smiled and they kept rolling and it worked obviously, but
that kid was unbelievable.
No, unreal
for a first time actor, right? Isn't that what they said? First time in a television role, he was outstanding.
Yeah.
All right,
especially the end
and the drone, the way they were able to
at the end of episode 2, right?
Yes,
after the school episode.
Yeah.
They literally attached it. While they were filming, they attached it to the drone was above them. And it flew up, and that was all.
Yep. Well, the long drive, man. The long van drive.
Yep.
I mean, geez Louise.
The timing of all of that it is truly like a choreographed 50-minute dance.
Mm-hmm. Especially how the very start of that episode is up, and then it just goes to the bottom of the well.
Yep.
There's some,
front page sports.
You can tell that they think he's going to get out. You can tell all that stuff. Yeah.
Thank you, Holiday.
Thanks to Holiday and the Holiday Station Stores. Get that bakery meal deal. A couple of ring donuts and a medium hot coffee. Limited time, but look, donuts ain't going anywhere. Coffee ain't going anywhere. But get that deal while it lasts. All right, here's the old spiel. Here's some stats to back this up. If you felt like this is the most boring NCAA tournament of all time, or where's all the Cinderellas, where's all the upsets?
It definitely is.
It's boring as
super
F.
boring, yeah.
And here's a way to back this up. All 4 number 1 seeds make it for just the second time since the tournament expanded to 64 or beyond. The last time was 2008. The first and only time was 2008. Now it's 2025. So Auburn, Houston, Duke, and Florida make the Final Four. But check this out. In an average year of the NCAA tournament, a quote upset where a team 5 seeds or lower win. 5 seeds or lower. So like not those 8-9 garbages, right? Where a 9 wins. Who cares? There's an average of how many upsets a year do you believe? 5 seeds difference or more. Total, not just in round 1, obviously, because if a team like a 7 or 8 or 9 seed, and then they beat a team 5 better than them in round 2, that counts as an upset. How many in an average tournament?
5?
Yeah, I was going to say like 5 or 6 or 7.
Average is 8.5.
Wow.
The most ever is 14.
Damn.
This year's 4.
Wow.
3 in round 1, 1 in round 2, 0 in the Sweet 16, 0 in the Elite 8.
Wow.
It's been chalk the entire way. So, look, this isn't me being a baby, even though it kind of is.
Or a puppy.
Or a puppy.
Or a tickled
I have
baby.
not been tickled for profit.
Yeah.
And in fact, I even heard Brady Quinn on the show before us saying the same thing I was thinking yesterday. What if this is just it now because of NIL? If that's the case, Core versus 4 might be dead, because I'm not just going to give you guys the chalk forever and just give you $100 every year. If we are in a spot now where this is the future of college basketball, where there's about 8 teams that can win it because they have all the resources and everybody else that back in the day had a chance to have a year or two, if that's over, Is 4 versus 4 dead after this year? I don't know, man. This is bad for college basketball.
Yeah, really bad. Yeah.
Boring as hell.
Yeah, boring as hell.
And even when the chalk wins, it can be exciting. But man, most games have been blowouts. Only a couple interesting games. The Texas Tech Florida game was fantastic.
Fantastic.
The comeback was epic. They shouldn't have won. Right, UConn, Florida was back and forth and dynamic. Florida's had a couple of scares. Those games have been good, but you can count on one hand how many good games we've had in this entire tournament.
Yeah.
It's 5 or less.
Yeah, the difference between the haves and the have-nots has never been more stark than it is now with NIL.
The Houston-Tennessee game was over in 10 minutes.
This is Elite Eight, and it's over at halftime.
It was over.
What are we doing?
Right. They were just going through the motions.
So Chris picks all 4 number 1 seeds and wins because all 4 are left.
Yeah.
But again, I can escape with Houston or Auburn. I still come out a winner if you count Tommy's extra Florida bet as well. If you put those 2 bets together, I make a little bit of money if Houston or Auburn wins. I lose money if Duke wins. I lose the most if Florida wins. I'm just anti-sweating Florida still.
Yeah.
But Chris doesn't care. He's already at the finish line.
I already spent it, man. I already spent that money.
I just need Duke to win on Saturday, and I'm in.
But this might be one of those things where if we run it back next year and 4 versus 4 again is all chalk, and we see this again, 2026 might be the last year. I'm not just going to give out free money. Right?
Yeah, what are you, hockey at an ATM in Vegas?
Right.
How dare you?
No, I mean that in a very sincere way.
Didn't sound like it.
Well, I'm sorry that it came off that way.
The Timberwolves won 123-104 over the Pistons. 7 people ejected, 5 players, 2 coaches after Naz Reid and some Piston got into a fight. I didn't watch the game. What did I miss? Because the actual play was pretty benign. Was there something that led up to that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
what was happening before that?
I mean, I'll give you the Cliff Notes. Max can probably give you a better example, but basically, Detroit, the Pistons were just punking the Wolves. Every basket, Malik Beasley was yelling at them. They were getting under their skin, and somebody eventually had to push back, and Dante DiVincenzo did.
Well, but I'm talking about Naz, because Naz seemed very upset about that foul.
Yeah.
And I watched the replay like 3 times. I'm like, what am I missing here? He swipes for the ball. He gets a little bit of the ball, a little bit of the arm.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what happened before that where Naz was willing to wave a finger at that guy like, don't do that? It's like, that wasn't even that bad of a foul. What am I missing?
Yeah, I think that was just the culmination of all the little skirmishes that were happening up until that point, basically. And Isaiah Stewart, one of the guys that was in the mix, is like, someone pointed it out on Twitter. I don't even think I've ever seen a highlight of him playing basketball. I've only ever seen him fighting. Like, that's just what he does. He's like an old school hockey enforcer or something like that. So, yeah, and Sauce is exactly right. They were punking the Wolves pretty much up into that point. The Wolves were making a little bit of a run, but post-fight, that's when it got on and popping, and they started doing what they were supposed to do because the Pistons didn't even have their best player.
Right, and as somebody put it out, you should have just let the Wolves sleep. Don't wake them up, because that's what happened. And that's why Dante DiVincenzo is a great teammate, because he just had enough of it, and he knew he was going to get ejected, but it was like a hockey fight. He knew he could get them amped, and it would get everybody moving in the right direction. You know what really woke him up?
Somebody was scraping ice off their windows.
Yeah, as loud as possible.
Yeah.
Please stop. Please.
You got audio from Zach's neighborhood?
Yeah, it was his neighbor, actually.
Oh.
It was Larry Reynolds.
Please stop.
Hey, what happened?
Who was that?
Please stop.
Oh.
Please.
Rudy Gobert in yesterday's game. 19 points, 25 rebounds.
25.
25.
The all-time Timberwolves record is 31. But in the top 20 now, top 20 rebound games in Wolves history, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 5 different players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Mm-hmm. Name the 5. The
Love.
5 guys that have the top 20 rebound games in Timberwolves history.
Love.
Kevin Love, by the way, has the record. Yeah. He has the one with 31.
I remember that.
That was a 31-31 game.
It was nuts.
Were you there, Corliss?
2010? I don't know. Probably not.
Rob Riggle?
No, not Rob Riggle.
KG.
KG has a bunch, yep.
Rudy, obviously.
Yep. You're missing 2.
Is Al Jefferson in there?
Al Jefferson is number 3 at 26 rebounds.
It was a real tough.
That was the tough one. Now you can get the last one.
Bobby Jensen?
No.
Okay.
The guy
He's in the garden.
11?
Judy Weeby.
No.
Cat.
Exactly. Cat had 27. Cat's second all time.
Pat Kessler.
By the way, and that was a 27 game. So Kevin
Only
Love,
she's
31. Cat had 27 and 27 in 2019. I didn't think anyone would get Jefferson, but look at Maxo snipe that one.
He's like the only other person that I could have thought of outside of the obvious ones.
Give me that ball.
Up next, the Timberwolves are at Denver tomorrow at 9 o'clock. The Wolves are 7th in the West, a half game behind Golden State. What really matters, though, is next. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
As a mom, you know your home is where your family learns to love. It's the place for your little kids to learn who they are. And it's where your bigger kids remember who they were. It's where dreams come to life. Your home deserves a spotlight, and Everlights can help make it happen. Everlights is your permanent external lighting expert. Turn your home into a princess castle, a Halloween spook house, or a winter wonderland. You'll be the hero of your home. Let's give your home some color with Everlights. Click the banner for a free quote.
Ban.
You learn something every day. Oh my God, that's disgusting.
Yeah, that sounds really gross. I'm not a picky eater, but
come on, guys.
No, do you know what it is though? Do you know? Do you know? Not for real. Do you know what it is for real?
No.
Okay, all right. You know what? This is what really matters.
Is this the Jessica Simpson story?
No.
yeah, but
No.
That's what really matters, right?
You read that one too?
I did?
Yikes.
Yeah. I did. This one I wish I could play. I don't know that I can.
I don't think I wouldn't.
Right? No, you wouldn't, would you?
I probably wouldn't.
Okay.
Oh, no. I mean, I would, but...
Yeah, no, I want to, but not because I'm mean. I just find it fascinating. Well, I'll tell you what it is and what really matters.
We'll start with wild news presented by Catalyst and CatalystSupplyCo.com. Thanks, Catalyst. Boost your build if you're a Twin Cities contractor with Catalyst. The Wild lost 5-2 to the Devils on Saturday. Yuck. They are at New Jersey to take on the Devils yet again tonight at 6 o'clock. I'm going to assume that game's right here on the Fan, but I deleted the email that has the schedule. 8 games to go. 5 on the road, 3 at home. Foligno had a Gordie Howe hat trick on Saturday, Zachary.
About the only good thing that went well for the Wild. That was unacceptable effort from the very beginning. They got trucked in the first 10 minutes, and just for a team that the Devils didn't get in till 3 a.m. the morning of the game. They didn't get in till 3 a.m. because they had to sit on the tarmac and wait for an hour. There we go. So,
great song.
I think they're going to address it and hopefully come out a little bit better, but a lot of fighting, at least there's that, but unacceptable loss.
What really matters, though, is this.
I was looking through my YouTube.
Oh, boy.
And there was a commercial from the 70s in the United Kingdom where a gentleman says, hello?
Yeah.
FAGGOTS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovers. You guys have seen this?
No.
I have, yeah.
And I was like...
Yeah, we shouldn't play that.
No. Do you know what those are?
Well, cigarettes.
No,
they're not.
They're like meatballs.
They're meatballs.
What?
Yeah.
Those things are meatballs made from minced offcuts and offal.
Ugh.
Offal. That's, awful. Traditionally, a dish in the English Kingdom, United Kingdom, originated as a traditional cheap food consumed by country people. Popularity spread. Many agricultural workers left the land to work in rapidly expanding industry and mines of the area. Those things are also known as ducks, which is,
Why can't they find other words?
Yeah,
it's like they're naming things because they ran out of words.
Yes,
because
correct.
if they called those things, and cigarettes.
Yeah.
And then there's the slur.
Yeah.
That's three things for one word.
Yeah.
Right.
Change it up.
Yeah.
Commonly, those F words consist of minced pork liver and heart, wrapped in bacon. The mixture is shaped by hand into small balls, wrapped in fat. Those things, the F words, could also be made of a pig's fried testicles, wrapped in pig's caul. I don't know what that is. Caul. I don't want to know, probably.
Yeah, I don't want to know either.
A popular dish is F words and peas. The combination.
Where's Andy?
The combination is common in the black country.
You're getting punked.
Yeah. Your
Wikipedia and YouTube are messing with you. April Fool's is tomorrow.
Yeah. You're getting emails.
I would like somebody to make a nice plate of F words for me, and I will try them.
And I want some smoke, so.
Yeah. That double up.
I'd like to go back to my homeland in the black country.
But would you eat F words there?
Yeah, why not?
Wait.
The dish.
I mean, 33% chance that makes sense.
The dish gained popularity during rationing World War II, but declined over the following decades. The quote nose to tail eating, which
come on,
since high school for me, trend has resulted in greater demand for F words. British supermarket chain Waitrose once again sold beef F words from 2014 to 2018.
Yeah, this is why we had the Revolutionary War. We had to get away from this.
Yeah. This is bothersome.
Listen, many UK supermarkets stock frozen F words, which we have those in Minnesota for.
Yeah, you're getting emails.
I didn't know. I'm reading, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, here it does mention this finally. The use of the F word has caused a misunderstanding in America.
Are you sure?
Due to a pejorative term.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, but is the cigarette slang dead in England? Do they call that still that, or is that just?
I think that may just be.
That's out the window as well.
No, they still do that. They still do.
Okay, so it's still the cigarettes, but it's not this whatever.
Yeah.
Meatball dish with fat.
I'd love to know why that is, because I get the cigarette thing, because it's a bundle of sticks that, that's where that word comes from. I don't know how you get meat out of that.
I think you just answered it.
I mean, because
you sure?
Where do you get a bunch of meat?
Yeah,
like the slur came from from the bundle of sticks, because they used to burn witches at the stake, but when it came to homosexuals, they didn't feel they were worth the stake, so they just throw them in as kindling with the rest of the bundles of sticks.
Well, that got real.
That got real.
But where the hell do we get meat from this?
I don't know. Have you ever heard of another treat from England called the Scrote D word?
How did they do this weekend, Hawk? They win?
Yeah. They won hot money.
They got frosted N-word flakes, too?
They're more than good. They're great.
Scrote.
Way to go, Andy. I blame British Andy.
Way to go, Andy.
He's keeping all this going. He could just stop using the words.
I was trying to talk to him the other day.
I saw on his Instagram, he was in Switzerland or something.
You know what
Must
he
be
was
nice.
We had
nose to tail.
Yeah,
Oh,
I believe he took a trip to the black country.
Well,
once you go.
Yeah.
You don't come back.
Well, then it wasn't Switzerland.
Brilliant. Great line. Genius.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, it sure is.
Oh, man.
Sure is.
Okay, I have a couple of interesting baseball stats that I think are funny, and I don't care.
Yeah.
Right? But I read about this yesterday, and it made me laugh, so let's bring this up quickly. Rafael Devers.
Yeah.
Is that how you say it, right?
I think it's Devers.
Is it Devers?
Yeah.
Devers? He told the Red Sox he didn't want to move to DH after the Red Sox got Alex Bregman to play third base, right? He's like, I don't want to play
I'm not doing
DH.
that.
I want to play third base, even though apparently all the metrics say he's terrible at third base.
Yes, that is
But he
correct.
wanted to play third base. They're like, nope, you're moving to DH. Through 3 games of the Major League Baseball season, he is 0 for 12 with 10 strikeouts, and the 10 strikeouts are the most in history through the first 3 games of a season.
Yeah. He
is off to a... He struck out 3 times in game 1, 4 times in game 2, and 3 times in game 3.
There's a picture that went viral yesterday of him head in hand sitting in the dugout, and it's been cleaned up, and he's just sitting there still in his uniform like this, all sad.
Now, I don't know if he plays third base if he hits any better, right?
Yeah.
This is all at the plate, not in the field, but maybe he's just so bummed that he just hates right now his whole situation. 0 for 12, 10 strikeouts, Major League Baseball record.
Which is insane.
Yeah.
Because baseball's been going on for
That was my first thought, too. I'm like, how has somebody not gone 0 for 12 with 12 strikeouts at some point the first 3 games of the season? Where just one guy just doesn't have it and just is flailing for 3 games.
I mean, Carlos Correa is close.
How many strikeouts?
Let me
Keep
look.
going. I thought that's crazy to me that just going to DH changed that much, because Rafael Devers is a really good player.
I mean, Correa is 0 for 11.
Yeah.
But how many strikeouts?
I got no love.
I'll find out right now. He had 1 in game 1. Hang on.
Take your time.
Hang on.
One of us.
Hold on. Hang on.
In game 2, he had...
This is taking way too long.
That's okay.
Yeah, please.
Don't you go to the player?
He had 0.
Game by game.
So, not close to 10.
Hold on, he may have had 9 yesterday.
2 games were at 1.
No, that's the same game.
What's going on? I forgot what we were.
Why don't you just click on the game log? All
I am,
3
but I
games
have
would be right there at the same time.
No, he's going from the game box score to the other.
Oh, my God. Have you ever been on the internet?
He had 1.
He had 1 total. So he struck out 1 time in 3 games.
Yeah, but he's
very
0
close
for
to
11.
10.
That's not good.
He is 0 for 11. What really matters is this.
You know what? I'm gonna save this one for next segment because it's too meaty.
Greasy?
It's too meaty.
Got it.
About Jessica Simpson. So
Oh, my gosh.
I'll do that in the next segment.
I have
Even
not heard that.
The
story.
headline's terrifying.
Yep.
Should I read it beforehand?
No, just
Okay.
wait. Be a listener.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
The radio teas will get paid off.
Yeah. All right.
I might stick around then.
Cool. Thanks for listening, by the way. Good morning, Zach.
Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning, guys.
Sex toy company Odoki surveyed 2,000 Americans to determine how folks are self-diddling. Most are sticking to vibrators. But then you got Utah, which prefers sex furniture.
What? Utah.
And Washington, D.C. gravitates towards the masturbation sleeve, which I believe is something from the Game of Thrones.
Utah.
Yeah, they're
sex furniture. What does that mean?
I'll show you.
Did you order some?
I've got some. Yeah,
they're getting fancier.
yeah they are. Yeah.
The ones now with the remotes.
Yeah.
And you can give it to somebody else, and they can decide when.
Oh yeah.
Asking for a friend, why are they all so big?
Yeah. And can you take it to a gym?
Yeah, Jim loves them.
Changes the meaning of a pull-out bed.
Yeah.
Let's do more of what really matters after this. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
As a mom, you know your home is where your family learns to love. It's the place for your little kids to learn who they are. And it's where your bigger kids remember who they were. It's where dreams come to life. Your home deserves a spotlight. And Everlights can help make it happen. Everlights is your permanent external lighting expert. Turn your home into a princess castle, a Halloween spook house, or a winter wonderland. You'll be the hero of your home. Let's give your home some color with Everlights. Click the banner for a free quote.
You'll hear him in a few, but you can join Moss and Miller Lite at Jimmy's in Vadnais Heights this Thursday from 5 to 7. Stop by for your final chance to win a spot in the Vikings Foundation Golf Tournament and to load up on sweet Miller Lite golf gear. Get the full details now at KFAN.com, keyword golf.
Say hello to Mr. Jimmy. Thank you.
Well said.
Did you guys see Diana Rossini's article yesterday? Or podcast thing yesterday?
Did not.
About the Rodgers?
About Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. That's right.
What's the update?
She's saying it's still going to happen.
That it's going to happen, or it's still possible? She's leaning towards. She still thinks that's.
She thinks it's still a real possibility. How about that?
Wow.
Yeah. Let's see. Where's it at here?
It doesn't make any sense to me. It never has. It never will. I don't understand it. But whatever. But the Steelers probably feel great about it.
Yeah.
They're probably thrilled that he's waiting for us.
Yeah.
She said whether it's their hate for Aaron Rodgers, whether they feel that JJ is not getting a fair shake, whatever reason, Vikings fans don't want to see Aaron Rodgers, but they have to come to grips.
Yeah. Well, I think the reason why this might all work out, whichever way it goes, if it's going to work out for the Vikings, is he doesn't want to go to mini camp. He doesn't want to go to anything in June. So he's going to wait until either training camps start or wait until somebody in a training camp gets hurt. Why would he at 41 years old go to any of that?
Well, he didn't go to it when he was with the Jets.
Right.
And it didn't work out.
Why would he go to it now when he doesn't have to?
If I'm the Vikings, I say you're not a part of the team, though, unless you're here. Right?
Yeah.
We have a lot of leverage, too. We don't have to do whatever he wants to do. If they want him to be here, they should be like, no, you need to be here for minicamp. You're only going to play here a year or two. No more laziness. Get here. No more random trips to overseas during mini camps or something. If you're in, you need to be all in. We're not going to let you half-ass this if this is the team you want to play for.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's happening. I just don't think he wants to go to Pittsburgh now.
But it's
I was more talking about Pittsburgh.
It's a great setup.
Yeah.
They have sheets.
Long sheets.
Bed sheets?
The gas station?
Yes.
Oh.
I had those this weekend, too.
Yeah. Were they bad?
Pretty bad. Their screen door.
The Minnesota Twins lost yet again. They are 0-3 after being swept by the St. Louis Cardinals 9-2 in yesterday's game. But the 3 games combined, they got outscored 19-6.
What?
Carlos Correa 0 for 11 in the first 3 games of the year. Bailey Ober absolutely rocked.
100 strikeouts, right?
No, it's 1 strikeout.
Just 1. Close to 10.
0 for 11's close, though.
Bailey Ober, 2 2/3, 8 hits, 8 runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, gave up 2 home runs. Look it up on your phone. Castro hit his first home run of the season, but again, the Twins 0-3. And if I remember right, the Twins over-under to start the year was, 83.5, 84.5?
Yeah.
And the Cardinals were something like 10 games worse than that. And they're off to a good start, 3-0 against us. What really matters is this.
Jessica Simpson.
Oh, man. Here we
go. Got to do it.
Yeah, you do. You got to do it, Cory.
Got to do it.
You got to do it. I'm just going to read the headline. The kids out there, please. Everybody be cool. Jessica Simpson, according to People magazine, reveals she drinks snake sperm.
Why?
Thank you, Annie Lennox.
Yeah, brilliant.
The recommendation of her vocal coach, who, by the way, it was she.
Yeah.
She was joking, but it's too late now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, now I got to buy fully in.
Yeah. Here's what you got to do. Oh, my God, she really did it.
She bought it.
The video in which she's drinking it. And by the way, somebody get her a napkin.
Ew.
Showed Simpson drinking the Chinese herbal drink in a stylish yellow floral dress. I don't know what her dress has to do with it.
Right. That's for Rose.
Oh, gross. It was floral.
Yeah. Stylish. Ugh.
She said, they're like, what are you drinking? Because it's this Chinese herb thing. And I'm like, I don't know. My vocal coach told me to drink it. Oh, man, that's got to be a dude.
Yeah, her vocal coach is PA.
Yeah. Here, drink this. It's good for your voice.
Yeah.
What are the chances this is just like chamomile tea and they're just saying it's snake sperm? And she doesn't know.
Why would you do that, though?
Right. Why, yeah. If you're gonna, you can't dose somebody with snake sperm.
Yeah, like why?
No, you just say that it's some mystic healing power that we don't have here in America. Well, where do they get it? Well, from snakes.
Yeah.
But then it sounds like it's more intriguing. It sounds. Paul, your hands up.
Whose job is it to acquire said snake sperm? Right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I got a guy. You want some?
Ugh.
She said it. She compared it
Tommy's
to honey.
texting you.
Simpson said the drink has improved her singing voice.
I love honey. I put honey on everything. I should try this.
You really should.
Yeah. What? You don't eat pizza, but you'll eat that.
Said if you want a good vocal, you need to drink it.
Here's how insane this story is. If this story came out tomorrow morning, it would be the lamest April Fool's joke of all time because no one would believe it. It'd be like, okay, April Fool's. Yeah. She doesn't do that. We get it. She probably drinks like blackberry Dr. Pepper. We ain't buying this.
Is that a thing?
Sure.
Is it good?
Haven't had it.
Man, don't you think her breath is questionable?
Oh,
yeah, but she sings like an angel.
Yeah.
But Chris, in the words of an idiot, got to do it.
Yeah.
Got to do it.
Got to do it.
Got to do it.
She has some slammers, though.
Well, you call them whatever you want.
What?
Oh. With You, great tune.
Yeah.
Song's terrible, but I mean, Dark Star loved it, but it's a terrible song.
No, it's not terrible.
It's terrible.
Well, you never had somebody who sang that about you.
Sure. Still a terrible song. She was lovely, though.
Yeah.
Man.
Stunning in person.
Yeah.
We're all getting this wrong. This comes directly from Jake the Snake.
Oh, brilliant.
What the hell was his last name?
Roberts.
Roberts.
Yeah.
I can't believe I couldn't remember it. This is a guy named Jake Roberts who's donating.
Well, good for him.
Who was the first to try this?
I mean, the Love Guru.
I'm doing it for my voice.
Yeah. Right. All right, Tommy. Sounds good, Tom.
It's got to be Joe Exotic.
Yeah, brilliant.
I'm never going to financially recover from this.
Yeah.
Man, is he still with us?
He wanted to be a singer, so maybe he was willing to try anything.
Oh, God.
He saw Tiger.
That's such a great song.
Very inappropriate Disney movie. Guy who wants to sing.
Yeah, I do believe.
Wandering through the forest.
Damn you, Ursula.
You know.
Oh, I wish I could have a voice.
There's a 90% chance that the Tiger King tried tiger stuff too, don't you think?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, I Saw a Tiger is a better song than With You by Jessica Simpson.
Okay, now you're just mad.
That's the truth, though.
That's not right.
If you could only listen to one song right now, you're telling me you'd rather listen to Jessica Simpson. I Saw a Tiger is a better tune.
Only
in a weird
after
way.
she drinks her stuff.
Yeah.
All right, they both do a shot, and then we see what happens.
Yeah.
And then
Tommy
we have
does
a singing competition. Yeah, Tommy does it voluntarily and just watches them battle.
And then he pours it all over his face.
Yeah.
And then he throws up and we tell him it's a snake.
Yeah.
There's a snake in my boot.
Oh. Boot. He's going to text us.
There's a snake in my booty.
Oh, this is a slammer.
What, I Saw a Tiger?
No.
With You, yes.
Oh, God.
Man.
But I saw that song, Whales, too.
That song goes well.
Yeah.
Gosh, I love this era of pop.
Yeah,
man.
correct. It's great.
Oh.
And for some reason, Dark Star loved that song.
I think we know why he liked
we know
that
why,
song.
yeah.
I don't think it
Whoa.
had anything to do with the actual song.
He also liked Carl's Jr. a lot, I'm sure.
Yep.
Oh, brilliant. And the Dukes of Hazzard.
Man, the Dukes of Hazzard. Those short shorts, right?
Here's the opposite of the Minnesota Twins. The New York Yankees are 3-0. They swept the Drunken Scotties. In the 3 games they played, and the Twins scored 6 runs. The Yankees scored 36, including 20 in their second game of the year. And through 3 games, they've already hit 15 home runs, which ties a Major League Baseball record. Aaron Judge already has 4, So he's on pace for something like 216 home runs this season.
That'd be great. Be like a video game.
They are using these torpedo bats that are getting controversial. Now, according to MLB, they don't appear to be breaking any rules with these new bats, but a physicist designed these new bats that the Yankees are using, and they're just crushing home runs.
Yeah.
Well, if it's working that well, there's got to be something wrong.
And if this is the case, though, can we quickly get every team in Major League Baseball these bats?
Right.
I think
it's
our guy
either that or they're all
Jeffers
get
was
banned.
using one.
Exactly.
I think I saw a picture of our guy Jeffers using one on Thursday.
Yeah, if it works, get them to everybody.
Yeah.
Let's have it be like McGuire and Sosa all over again.
They look like that red bat we all had as kids. That's what it looks like when they step up to the plate. Just huge barrel.
How did our
torpedoes though? It thins out at the end though, so it's not the red bat.
No,
the red bat was just a big fat barrel at the end.
Yeah, mine looks like it's been in a pencil sharpener.
Right.
Oh, you need to go to a doctor.
I really do.
How did Jeffers do with it?
I don't know.
He handled it like a champ.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's a pro.
He struck out almost as many times as Rafael Devers. Devers. Why can I not say which one is it now? Devers?
It's Devers.
Devers.
You like Devers better.
No one will rip you for it.
Well, I'm asking though.
Yeah. It's Devers.
It's Devers. Yeah.
Devers went down to Georgia.
Yeah,
for some snake sperm.
Yep.
You knew where I was going.
What really matters though is this.
Consumers are pissed. Las Vegas is closing another buffet. The one at the Mirage, gone. I'm sorry. The Luxor. The Luxor. Yeah. Sorry, the Luxor.
Oh, God. The Luxor had a buffet?
Not that.
Oh, no. I didn't know that. Get out of there. No. It's an Egyptian theme. You know what they serve?
Yeah.
Snake.
That's right, buddy.
You know what? Asp.
God,
you know what?
Snakes don't have asps. Listen, it's like this, buddy. Now there's only the following ones that remain. The highly overpriced but incredibly good Bacchanal buffet at Caesar's Palace. Have you guys been there?
I've not.
Oh my God. It's like $100 a person, but there's no way to eat enough food to get your money out of it. But it's crab legs.
Yeah, I've been there.
It's the highest quality food you can possibly get.
Yeah. Well,
got it.
My guy hooked me up.
Yeah,
so I didn't pay for it, but all I could think of was how can you possibly get your money's worth?
Your three pancakes weren't going to get
Well, I'm the wrong person, but like my brother, my nephews, and my dad or whatever. Yeah. But we're thinking, if we had paid for this, it would have been blank, like, I don't know, like almost $700.
Yeah.
What?
Right.
Let's go to the pepper mill and spend $100, not $700. Yeah, What are we doing? So luckily, I would never, ever pay for it if it wasn't comps.
Yeah. So the Bacchanal at Caesar's Palace, the buffet at the Wynn, the Wicked Spoon at Cosmopolitan.
I've been to the one at the Wynn, yeah.
The Bellagio's got one?
It's elite, but it's probably $200.
Where's the Bellagio's buffet?
I don't know.
I can't even picture where that would be.
The MGM Grand has one.
Which is...
Yep. That used to be one of the better breakfast ones when it was $16 or $17. It was elite.
No, even it's $200.
No, it's in like for the breakfast. I think it's like in the 40 to 50 range, but it's still not worth it. It was. I got it for free, and it was not even worth that.
Look at you.
And then, of course, the number 1 and number 2 ranked buffets in Vegas: Circus and Excalibur.
That can't be. God, you love Circus.
I do. Can you imagine what the buffet at Circus is like?
How is that still there?
It's probably up Cory and I's alley. Because I'm sure they got like just chicken strips and
you're probably right. All you want. Yeah.
Which would be awesome.
Ugh. No, not even there. No. Hawk walked by though and waved once.
I did. I should have gone on and had the buffet. I didn't know.
Yeah. You can go do that, right?
I have buffet, sure.
Yeah.
They got a full like indoor amusement park in there, don't they?
Damn right they do.
Well, it's called a casino.
Yeah.
That's the amusement. Screw that, man.
And a buffet? Boy, is it just grody down there.
Man.
It's just grody.
I hope the tide turns in Vegas quickly. I truly hope that everybody complaining is heard and they figure out a way to do something about it.
Yeah.
Sure doesn't sound like it if they're getting rid of the buffet at the Luxor.
No, but if they're getting rid of a buffet that's $90 anyway, who cares, right?
Well, it's the Luxor, though. It can't be $90, is it?
I wonder what it is.
I bet.
I bet it's in that 50 range like you were talking about.
Yeah, that's probably right.
So I would rather, instead of them getting rid of an overpriced buffet, I'd rather have them find a way to do it cheaper. But my guess is
why I'm complaining.
They're not going to do it.
$31.99 for adults on weekdays, $37.99 on weekends. That's a reasonably priced buffet.
Dude, I went to Hardee's this weekend on the way up to Hinckley, and it was $23 for two of us to eat. And we didn't, I think a hot ham and cheese sandwich combo and then just a hot ham and cheese. And it was $22.
For two people, though?
Yeah.
That's not terrible. Like, give or take $10 a person. I mean, plus tax. That's not the end of the world.
2 sandwiches and a drink and a fry.
That's a lot.
It seems like a lot.
Absolutely a lot.
Yeah.
These days it isn't anymore, but
that's what I'm saying, I guess, right? Sure, it's not like when it used to be $5 for value meals, but now it's
McChickens used to be
$10 a person is about what people are paying now, give or take. News is next. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Okay, so we all need to get away from the world sometimes. Well, in the all-new 2025 Nissan Murano, you don't even have to go anywhere. The Murano is the getaway. Just picture it. The Bose premium sound system plays your favorite music as the Murano's massaging leather-appointed seats melt away your stress. Yeah, that's a real getaway. Drive the all-new 2025 Nissan Murano today. Bose and massaging leather-appointed seats are optional features.
As a mom, you know your home is where your family learns to love. It's the place for your little kids to learn who they are. And it's where your bigger kids remember who they were. It's where dreams come to life. Your home deserves a spotlight, and Everlights can help make it happen. Everlights is your permanent external lighting expert. Turn your home into a princess castle, a Halloween spook house, or a winter wonderland. You'll be the hero of your home. Let's give your home some color with Everlights. Click the banner for a free quote.